Hey everyone and welcome. Today, we're getting to know a tree that has, kind of quietly started popping up everywhere. It's tall, it's elegant, and it has this really unique silvery shine. I guarantee you've seen it, but you probably don't know its amazing story. So let's dive right into the world of the silver oak.
So have you? I'm willing to bet you have. You've probably spotted one standing outside a cool new coffee shop, or maybe lining the streets in a modern housing development. It just has this really sophisticated, almost European look that makes you do a double take. It really stands out.
And here's where it gets interesting. Despite that cool continental vibe, this tree is an absolute powerhouse. It just thrives in hot and even pretty dry climates like ours. So what is this super trendy tree that's suddenly the new star of the landscape world? All right, let's get right to it and start by clearing up the biggest point of confusion, which is actually hiding right there in its name. Okay, so the first thing you've got to know is that the name silver oak is, well, it's a bit of a fib. It's not a true oak at all, not even a distant cousin. It's in a completely different botanical family from the oaks we all know. You know, the ones with the acorns and the super dense wood.
So now that we've cleared up what it isn't, let's do a proper introduction and find out what this tree truly is. Okay, meet Grevillea robusta. That's its official name. It comes all the way from the eastern coast of Australia and belongs to the Proteaceae family. It's an evergreen, which is great because it means you get those beautiful leaves all year round. And get this, it can get huge. We're talking anywhere from 5 to a staggering 40 meters tall. And when it blooms, you'll see these incredible, bright yellow-orange flower clusters that look kind of like a brush.
So, have you ever noticed how its leaves have this really delicate, almost feathery look? Well, the secret is a cool word, bipinnate. It's just a fancy way of saying the leaves are doubly divided, a lot like a fern frond. That's what gives its whole canopy that beautiful, light, and airy feeling. And this is where the silver part of its name finally makes sense. The top of the leaf is this nice deep green, right? But flip it over, and the underside is covered in these tiny, silky little hairs. And it's not just for show, it's actually a brilliant survival trick. These hairs reflect the harsh sun and help the tree hold on to water, which is exactly why it does so well in the heat. And this all circles back to its scientific name. Remember, Grevillea robusta. That word, robusta, is just Latin for strong or robust. And you know what? The botanists who named it absolutely nailed it. This tree is a true survivor. It's tough, resilient, and incredibly adaptable. But the silver oak is so much more than just a pretty face or a tough guy. Turns out, it's also unbelievably useful. For landscape designers, this tree is an absolute dream come true. In Thai gardening, it's often used as the Mai Pratan, which is like the main feature, the star of the show that the whole design is built around. And it just works perfectly in all kinds of styles, modern, European, even Japanese. The best part? That airy canopy we talked about lets just enough sun through for other plants to grow underneath. Plus, it's low maintenance and grows like a weed. What's not to love? But it doesn't stop there. The wood from the silver oak is also super valuable. It's lightweight but really high quality, with this beautiful silky grain. People use it for fine furniture and cabinets, but, and this is my favorite part, it's prized by guitar makers for the backs and sides of acoustic guitars. How cool is that? It's valued for both its stunning looks and the sound it helps create.
Seriously, the story just keeps getting better, because in today's world, the silver oak is becoming something of a modern-day hero. It's playing a huge role in helping the planet and the economy.
Okay, check out this number. 3 meters. What is that? Well, that's the unbelievable, almost impossible amount a silver oak can grow in a single year. We're talking about saplings that start at just 30 centimeters and shoot up to 3 meters tall in just 12 months. That growth rate is just wow.
And that crazy fast growth, it basically gives it superpowers. First, it's an amazing shade tree, and farmers use it all over the world to protect delicate crops like coffee and tea. Second, when its leaves fall, they create this incredible natural mulch that makes the soil healthier and holds in moisture. And third, because it grows so fast, it's a carbon-sucking champion, pulling CO2 out of the atmosphere and helping us fight climate change.
So when you put it all together, you realize the silver oak isn't just another plant. It's a full-on green investment. You've got its beauty in the garden, the valuable timber it produces, and now even its potential to generate carbon credits. It's the whole package.
All right, so after all that, maybe you're thinking, okay, I gotta have one of these. If that's you, here's a super quick guide to make sure you get it right. There are really just 4 key things to remember. 1, sun. It needs tons of it. Full, direct sun is perfect. 2. Soil. And listen up, this is the big one. It has to be well-draining soil. 3. Space. Remember how big these guys get? Give it at least a 3 by 3 meter patch to itself. And 4. Water. Just keep it watered regularly, especially for the first couple of years while it's getting settled in.
And I'm going to say this again because it is the #1 mistake people make, the #1 killer of these trees. Do not let water sit around its roots. This tree absolutely hates wet feet and will get root rot in a heartbeat if the soil is soggy. Good drainage is totally non-negotiable.
So, as we wrap this up, I want to leave you with this thought. When you think about its stunning looks, its incredible toughness, its valuable wood, and its power to heal our planet by enriching soil and capturing carbon, is the silver oak just another pretty plant? Or are we looking at one of the true superstar trees of the future? Something to think about next time you see one. Thanks for tuning into this explainer.